The Huntington-Hill technique is a mathematical approach that uses demographic data for proportional representation, specifically in the distribution of legislative seats, in order to address concern of justice and balanced representation. Joseph A. Hill developed a system in the early 20th century that improves on previous apportionment procedures in order to distribute seats within the county. The United States adopted in 1941 the House of Representatives after every census. Basically, the Huntington-Hill approach determines seats assignments by taking into account each state's population as percentage of the national population. To decide whether to give a state an extra seat, it takes a geometric mean. This strategy is more egalitarian than previous approaches, such as the Hamilton or Jefferson system, since it seeks to reduce the variation in the population to representation ratios between states. The Huntington-Hill technique is well known for its capacity to lessen discrimination and guarantee a more equitable representation distribution, particularly in situations when population change. It is still the accepted procedure for allocating legislative seats in the United States today, and it continues to have an impact on debates about proportional representation across the globe.
In order to use the Huntington-Hill method, you need to follow this procedure. Number one is to determine how many people each representative should represent. Do this by dividing the total population of all the states by the total number of representatives. The answer is called the standard divisor. Step 2 is divide each state's population by the divisor to determine how many representatives it should have. Record this answer to several decimal places. The answer is called quota. The third step is to cut off the decimal part of the quota to obtain the lower quota, which we can call n. Compute n times n plus 1, which is the geometric mean of the lower quota, and one value higher. Step 4. If the quota is larger than the geometric mean, round up the quota. If the quota is smaller than the geometric mean, round down the quota. Add up the resulting whole numbers to get the initial allocation. If the total number from step 4 is less than the total number of representatives, reduce the divisor and recalculate the quota and allocation. If the total from step 4 is larger than the total number of representatives, increase the divisor and recalculate the quota and allocation. Continue doing this until the total in step 4 is equal to the total number of representatives. The divisor we end up using is called the modified divisor or adjusted divisor.
So today, we're going to use the method of Huntington-Hill to apportion the 41 seats in each county. So we have a country population total or total GDP. So country here is Philippines, China, and USA. So and its population. So dividing this, we need first to sum up the population to find our divisor. So we have our total population here. So in order for us to find our divisor, we need to divide this one 41. have our divisor here. These are our divisor. So then we will proceed to our finding the quota. So finding the quota, we need to divide our population to our divisor. So for the Philippines, 1, 2, 5. So we have our first quota here for the Philippines, 7.4111. And our second quota remained at 4.8. And for the last is USA. And here we have our quota from USA. That's it. And for the lower quota, we're just eliminate the decimal one. So 7, 4, and 9. So for geometric mean, we have our formulation to find our geometric mean. N times n plus 1. So n will serve as your quota. So 7, 7 Then for initial, the last part is we're just gonna use this one. So for initial, if the quota so if the quota is bigger than the geometric mean, so we gotta round out. And if the quota is smaller than the geometric mean, we round out. So for this, so quota geometric mean. So quota is much smaller than geometric mean, so it means you need to round it out. And for this 24.58, and geometric mean is 24.49. So we can round up. And 9, quota is 9.001, so geometric mean is 9.49. So it means we need to round up. So then we have our initials there to check if it is correct and it's total seats for this one.